Rural Americans deserve access to the best of what our nation has to offer, especially healthcare. Across every state and every community, America's rural hospitals are the first line of defense, protecting our families, neighbors, and loved ones. No matter where you live, hospital care doesn't clock out. They're there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Each year, America's over 5,000 hospitals care for millions of patients, providing 24/7 emergency care, delivering babies, cancer treatments, and other life-saving care that patients rely on. Behind every one of those patients are doctors, nurses, and caregivers working tirelessly to keep people healthy and safe. Hospitals are our community's lifelines. They employ our neighbors and keep our families healthy. But now, some in Congress are threatening access to care. Tell Congress, protect patient care to keep America strong. Don't cut rural health care.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me, taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Well, some big success being touted just a few moments ago from the Trump administration on the Iranian operation, and some very stunning and very impressive numbers. This literally just coming in moments ago. They are saying that they have downed 17 naval ships in the Iranian army, the Iranian Navy. That is an enormous, enormous task. Many of them in the Strait of Hormuz. 2,000 targets hit, and also that the United States is also using these one-way Scorpion drones. It's kind of an interesting technique. They've actually been able to reverse engineer, according to multiple reports, the Iranian drones that have been actually decently effective and seem to be the biggest threat. And they've been able to obtain at least one or two of them, reverse engineer them, and use some of them to send one-way drones back to Iran. So I call that payback, and I call that good payback. Meantime, President Trump was asked a little bit ago who he thinks should be the next leader in Iran, and his answer was very interesting. This is what he said at the White House.
Well, I don't know if there's a worst case. We have them very much beaten militarily from the military standpoint. They're still lobbing some missiles. At some point, they won't even be able to do that because we're hitting all of their carriers. We're hitting all of their missile stock. You know, they built up all these missiles over the last few years. They had a lot of them. They've shot a lot of them, and we're knocking out a lot. I guess the worst case would be we do this, and then somebody takes over who's as bad as the previous person, right? That could happen. We don't want that to happen. That would probably be the worst. You go through this, and then in 5 years, you realize you put somebody in who is no better. So we'd like to see somebody in there that's going to bring it back for the people. And we'll see what happens with the people. You know, they have their chance. And we've said, don't do it yet. If you're going to go out and protest, don't do it yet. It's very dangerous out there. A lot of bombs are being dropped. But I would say that would be about the worst.
Do you have someone in mind right now? Because you said all the people you did have in mind have been taken out. What do you think?
Well, most of the people we had in mind are dead. So, you know, we had some in mind from that group that is dead. And now we have another group. They may be dead also.
It's like we had some internal people. They're not with us anymore. They're hanging out with Allah. And now there's some other ones, and they're hanging out with Allah. So we'll see where this goes. But clearly, President Trump is keeping an eye on the situation there on the ground.
If you're looking to create, grow, and sustain your wealth, download and subscribe to the Pain Points of Wealth podcast at BeBullish.com with Bob, Ryan, and Chris Payne. It's your podcast for market insights, money tips, and real talk on the economy.
Download and subscribe
at BeBullish.com.